This reflection is coming just a day after Ash Wednesday. So it's the Thursday following Ash Wednesday. And Jesus says to us, if anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. If anyone wishes to come after me, first he must deny himself. Second, he must take up his cross, and he says daily and follow me. There cannot be a better time to talk about the cross, to talk about following Jesus, to talk about self-denial than during this time. Jesus says, anyone who wishes to come after me, anyone who wishes to follow me. It's an invitation to look unto Jesus. It's an invitation to have our gaze focused on him. It's an invitation to identify with him. How can you do that? The time of Lent invites us to do specific activities, and the gospel prescribes fasting, almsgiving, and prayer as means to getting closer to God during this time. Jesus says, if anyone wishes to follow me, he must deny himself. So the question becomes, how can you deny yourself? Can you deny yourself, actually? And how? Deny yourself is a form of mortification. It's a form of giving up. It's a form of identifying with. Is a form of detachment. Give up something during this Lent. Some of us sometimes find ourselves addicted to something without even knowing it. Coffee, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Some of us find ourselves with something, some form of unconscious addiction. You might even be buying online purchases. You swipe your credit card and then you keep going. So during this time, we can press that pause and see if that would be a form of self-denial, denying yourself. And when you deny yourself, then the next thing becomes what you do with that. Assuming you give up something, you are indirectly going to save. And that leads you to the next step, that is almsgiving. It might be hard, and that is where it becomes a cross. So take up your cross. First of all, we have to recognize that Jesus took his cross. And Jesus is able to take his cross because he identified with the promptings of the Holy Spirit, identified with the Father. Jesus became humble and took his cross. So we have to learn to be humble during this time in order to take up our cross and follow Jesus. Your cross. Take up your cross. So the danger is to look outward. But Jesus is inviting us this time to look inward and identify what our own crosses are. It's tough sometimes to talk about the cross, especially within this generation that doesn't want to hear so much about suffering. But suffering is redemptive if it connects with Christ. And that is why Christ says, take up your cross daily and follow me. Follow me. Jesus is inviting us to greater connection during this Lent. So as you begin this journey, 40 days journey of Lent with Christ, 40 days journey in relationship with your prayer life, staying much more intimate with your interior life, identifying with the things that bring you closer to Jesus. Jesus is inviting you, and he's going to be your strength. Whatever cross you think you're carrying, there are heavier crosses, there are lighter crosses. The crosses that make us sometimes feel like, oh, is Jesus still there? Jesus is there. But he's inviting you, follow him, and he will make your burden, your cross, light. God bless you.